All right, April 1st, and I'm dying. Oh my gosh. No, it's April Fool's Day. Dr. D in a Dungeon, it's been a little over 2 years since my last recorded video, and so some of you probably thought that, wow, he's taking a dirt nap somewhere. No, kind of a story in itself. That'll be the focus of today's episode, is to talk about the channel and me and where I've been and what I've been doing, and to make way for further episodes. So anyhow, 2 years ago, was at Taylor University, filming, teaching, and running my lab, and I think that it all started when we closed the university for Thanksgiving, through Christmas, and so I had a lot of time off, and at one point in time I actually lived down here in Florida, and so I figured, I've got time off and I'm getting paid, so why not go to Florida and enjoy life? And met up with some of my old friends and realized, wow, I'm not getting any younger, and that life is kind of short. So had kind of a little bit of a change in priorities. When I came back to work, I sat down with the two department chairs and said, I enjoy my job here, I enjoy what I do, I enjoy teaching. However, if I'm going to be here, you guys really need to make it worth my while. And I hate to sound mercenary, but they didn't really pay very well. And so I had a set number in mind, and long story short, we couldn't arrive at that same number. And so I just took that as a sign from God that maybe it's time to make a change. So shortly after that, I turned in my notice at the university, and I packed my bags and I moved to Florida. So now I live here in North Florida, and we'll talk a little bit more about what I'm doing here in just a little bit. But so anyhow, new things are happening, and the channel, I think, is going to take some minor changes, well, some big changes. I still am going to be doing engineering type content, as well as rapid prototyping, because that's what I do. I am Doc D. But I also am going to do some of the things that bring me a lot of joy in my life, and so I'm going to get a chance to do that, and I figured I'd take you with me. For a lot of channels, it's a death knell, when you change direction, but I don't know how many subscribers I got, 20 maybe. So it's not really going to do me any damage to have a change of venue, a change of priorities. But anyhow, that's what we're doing. So I moved into a 6,200 square foot facility. Am currently working on getting everything organized. Been working on that over a year. At some point later this year, we'll do a walkthrough tour of the facility. But it's something. We're actually in it right now. My studio kind of is not so great at the moment, but we're working on it. So anyhow, what am I doing? Well, again, I'm not getting any younger, and felt like, all my life I've been working and not doing all the things that I wanted to do. I was working so that I could have time to go do stuff, but I never had enough time, I never had enough money, and the whole COVID thing wasn't much good about it, but one good thing about it was it reprioritized things for me. It made it clear in my mind. And so I was a technical scuba instructor many years ago, 20 some odd years ago. When I moved up north, I kind of moved away from doing that stuff. Really enjoyed it, and so got back into it. I've spent the last 18 months renewing all my teaching certifications, picking up a few more. And so there'll be some content on scuba related stuff, different venues. I like to do it all, and I'm going to take you along with me and share that. Something that I did last year, I'd always been interested in spearfishing from an early age. My dad got me scuba lessons when I was 12 years old, and shortly after that he bought me some equipment, and it actually had a spear gun, which is over on that wall, and we'll show that when we do our walkthrough in a later video. But I never used that spear gun, but I always wanted to. And so last year was surfing YouTube, and just on a whim I searched spearfishing, and I found this thing called the Florida Spearfishing Tournament. And what a wonderful idea. It's a year-long fishing tournament, and it's all through the state of Florida. And I thought, why not? And so I entered it. I knew there's no way I could be competitive or anything even remotely being competitive. But it was a chance to meet people. It's a chance to do something new, to see, do I like it? I think I did. That's what I was thinking is, I think I will. Because I like to hunt, but, So anyhow, I did that, and I don't know, I think I registered 1 or 2 fish. I mean, I shot quite a few more than that, but I registered a couple fish. By no means did I place in any category. But what I did do is I met a lot of awesome people. And I realized that, wow, this is something that I want to do. And so Florida Spearfishing Tournament is ramping up again. Starts May 1st of this year. So a month from now it will start. And I plan on being very competitive this year. I learned a lot, and I'm going to put a lot of energy and effort into doing well with that. Some of the other things, is kayaking, canoeing. There's just a wealth of outdoor activities to do here in Florida, and I want to bring you along with me so that you can experience some of the joy that Florida has brought me. So where we're going from here, who knows? But the channel's back. I'm going to try to do updates once a week, and we'll see how I do on that. But so I'm going to shoot for every Monday by 6 p.m. I'll upload a new video. And if you're watching this, thank you for continuing to watch the Doc D channel, and let me know what you think. Anyhow, Doc D out. Have a great day. How much time do we have?
8.
Short. Much shorter than the last one.